Yo, what's going on, guys? You got Glop, and today we are here to celebrate you, the beautiful viewer. We have just reached 100 subscribers, and truthfully, guys, I really could not be happier. This is a huge milestone for me, and all of your support and comments have just meant the world, so thank you again. I wanted to quickly touch on something that I didn't really announce at any point. I do stream on Twitch now. So down in the description, you can find that link. I put a little annotation in my most recent episode of Pokemon Clover, but obviously I don't know if everybody watches that. So feel free to check that out. I've been doing some OU battles and like viewer battles, crap like that. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the tier list. Alright guys, so before we get into this, let me just start by giving a brief warning that obviously we're going to be talking about some suggestive content with this one, right? So if you're not into that stuff or you're easily offended, you might just want to click off the video. Now, thankfully for those of you who are still interested in this, I think you'll be glad to know that I've tactfully chosen a time of day to do this. So I've chosen 2:30 a.m. and I've got a cold one next to me with the hopes that I will have a very limited filter and you'll get some, you'll get some laughs out of this for sure. So we've got the official hottest Pokemon tier list. How do I know it's official? No dislikes. You just can't disprove that, right? So this is ultimately the dumbest tier list for losers like myself. Beautiful. So let's take a look at our roster. We've got some Pokemon here, and we got to rank these according to how hot they are. So a lot of these could be easy picks, but generally I'm gonna struggle with a lot of these. Not gonna front. Bruh, I just noticed Metapod was the... Why is he the first one in the list? That's gonna be funny. Okay, let's get some easy ones out of the way, shall we? I'm gonna go ahead and take Braixen, because that's like easy furry bait. Boom, S tier. Alright, you go on Rule 34, you search that thing, you're gonna get like thousands of results. Not that I've done that. I just know a guy who knows a guy. And actually, we've got to make a little correction here. So they put S tier as the highest tier, which, I mean, objectively, that makes sense. However, we do need a tier above it. And it should not be yellow. It should be like, I don't know, what's better? Pink. Perfect. We're going to call this one SS tier, because that's what it is. And there's only one Pokemon that gets to go in here. And that Pokemon is none other than Delphox. Because it's literally just like, the adult version of Braixen, right? So I guess it's less like controversial. I mean, this whole thing is controversial. But this is what the people wanted, man. This is the only thing people said. Yo, Glop, give us the Pokemon hot tier list, and I'm here to deliver. So let's get to it. All right, this is an easy pick. Let's go with Nidoqueen, right? Now, Nidoqueen, I mean, while it's not like the most attractive Pokemon, I don't know how about you guys, but like growing up, my first game I remember playing was Pokemon Stadium, okay? And for any of you who remember the animations in Pokemon Stadium, they made Nidoqueen's like just shake around. Like when she used Earthquake, it was just like those shits were going everywhere. So I'm very confident that like a lot of us when we were young, we were probably pitching our first tent in our pants when we saw Nidoqueen do that shit. We didn't understand it, but it happened. So for that reason, I'm going to have to put Nidoqueen in like either A or B tier. I'll go with A tier for now. I'm sure it'll change as we progress through the list here. All right. Easy one to get out of the way. Where is it? Klefki? I don't know, dude. I don't know whose fetish this is. I can't think of a single thing. Like, no. Just no. Who do we want to grab next? Dude, I looked at... Okay, Wobbuffet's sprite is pretty funny. So the thing about Wobbuffet, right? I can't see really a lot of ways that this could be like attractive, but what I can see, what I can conjure up in my mind is that there's some crazy like masochists out there who would totally be down for this, right? They'd be like smacking up Wobbuffet and it hits them back twice as hard. If you love pain, that's your fetish, you probably like Wobbuffet. So again, we have to be objective with these though. Like we can't just cater to one like fetish over the other. It's got to be very like unbiased. So for that reasoning, we're gonna have to put Wobbuffet in D tier. But it's not the worst, It's definitely not the worst. Let's take Snorlax. Okay, so I know some people like thick, but like Snorlax is not thick. Snorlax is just like morbidly obese. I don't find that particularly attractive. For that reason, we're gonna have to put Snorlax in F tier. F for fat. While we're on the topic of fat, let's get some other chunkies out of the way. Let's go with Miltank. And I've never looked at a Miltank and been like, oh man, that gets me hot and bothered. Never. But the thing you gotta understand about Glop is that he likes his women like he likes his salsa. Chunky, right? And Miltank's not like morbidly obese like Snorlax. It's a little chunky, you know. It's got some meat on the bones, you know. So for that reason, I'm probably gonna have to put Miltank in B tier. I might change as we go along, but I feel pretty confident with that placement. Let's see here. So we've got Cress. I feel bad putting Cress somewhere here because she's like the one on my my end card for my videos. It's not. It's like a duck thing. I mean, I don't even know how you could, like, unless you draw this thing Anthro, I can't see how you could make it look attractive. So, I mean, it is beautiful though. We're talking about hottest Pokemon, right? And beauty can be hot. It depends on, you know, just depends on what you look for. I'll put it in C tier, but it's going to be either low C tier or like right behind Wobbuffet, one of the two. I'm not sure. Let's get some other weird ones out of the way. Let's go with the Vespiquen. So it's a bug. It's a queen. I mean, if you're like a sub and you like taking orders, you know, maybe Vespiquen could be like your Dami Mommy. I would argue Serena fits that role better, but we'll get to her. So like, it's a bug, which I think inherently makes it not very attractive. However, Vespiquen has a lot of orifices. All right, a lot. So somebody might be into that. For that reason, we're gonna have to put it in D tier. And while we're on the topic of Dami Mommies, we got to get Serena out of the way. Anybody who's seen one of my very first videos in the channel, you'll remember that little clip. Serena, easy ass A+. It could honestly even be S tier. I'm not gonna put it in S just yet, but easily A tier. When you have hips that wide, like, come on, I don't even gotta talk about it. I find it interesting that there's Pikachu and then there's Pikachu Bell. All right, Pikachu Bell is like somebody's like nun fetish or something, so we'll do C tier. I don't know. Pikachu, bruh, I don't. It's cute. We'll put it in E tier. Truthfully, I think it should be an F, but I don't know. Let's take a look at Mr. Mime. All right, we've taken a look at Mr. Mime. Let's take a look at Buzzwole. Now, here's the thing about this list, right? I can't always be looking at this through a, you know, a lens of, you know, male versus female, right? Now, look, I'm a straight dude, but Buzzwole's it's a strong-looking guy. He's got some muscles, all right? He's a little weird because he's a bug, right? We saw Vespiquen lost some points because of that, you know? But, like, we've got to look at objectively attractive features, right? I think Buzzwole is probably like B tier. The bug part and the nose kind of hurts it. I mean, I would know that. I've got a big nose. That definitely hurts me. But it's got huge muscle. And I mean, that just screams manly. So that's easy B tier. Could be A, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to put Rayquaza in. I don't know because, dude, here's the thing, right? So a lot of these Pokemon are like smaller than human or like only a little bit bigger than human. Rayquaza is like fucking massive. I don't understand how. I can't think of one like fetish unless you know that shit where like people like when people are just big, the big fetish thing, like they're bigger than buildings. But even then, I just don't see it. I don't know. Maybe we'll change that, but for now, Rayquaza, I just don't know. I don't know how I can objectify a fucking legendary Pokemon like that. Like Lugia would be kind of the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. We'll get back to that. Let's go with Lickitung. So, Lickitung is not particularly attractive, but again, it kind of fills in that category with like Wobbuffet, where it's like a weird fetish. It's just the tongue, man. It's just all tongue. But I don't know. Like even that doesn't give it too much, like jurisdiction here, man. It's like I don't know. I'll put it in E tier, and I guess that would mean that Lickitung or Licky, excuse me, would be D tier, because you know it's just more tongue and a little chunk. He's got a Wi-Fi signal too. I don't know. D tier, easy. Let's see here. We got Incineroar. All right, Incineroar. It's a manly ass Pokemon. Free B tier. Palosand. Why is I don't know why Palosand's here, dude. This is like. Now, my brain isn't coming up with anything right off the bat, but I'm sure there are some sadistic motherfuckers out there who could think of some very dirty things. For that reason, I'll put it in E tier. I don't know. I don't know why it's in this list. Okay, all the Eeveelutions are like, again, like furry bait stuff. I don't know. Okay, like Zacian. Yeah, okay, let's get these guys out of the way. So, like, Zacian, probably gonna be A tier. I feel like Zamazenta would have to go up there too, right? It's just some woo shit, you know? Eternatus kind of is in that realm with, like, Rayquaza. I just don't know. This Pokemon is pretty sure this is the biggest Pokemon, like, as of late. So, I just don't know how... Dude, I just don't think like those people that like the big shit. So I'm sorry if that throws off the, you know, authenticity of this list, but this is my list, goddammit. Cinderace. Easy A. I mean, look at this thing. It's Anthro. It's in shape. It's got cute ears. Honestly, dude, A+. Yeah, for sure. You know, let's let's get Metapod out of the way. All right, so Metapod's a very interesting case, right? So it's a bug, so it automatically loses some points, I feel, right? But let's think about what Metapod brings to the table, like, I guess sexually, right? So, like, here's the funny thing, right? When I see Metapod, and I don't know, this just came to me, but you ever see a porn video and the dude just like semi-chub, and like the other person with him, man or female, is like stunning, good looking, right? And it's like, bruh, how you just gonna be like limp dicking out here, right? Metapod never has that issue. He just gets harder and harder, always, right? That's sex appeal. That's an easy D tier. I think that actually is king of D tier. Okay, Vespa Queen above it. Yeah, I like this order. Okay. Machamp. Okay, so like Machamp kind of fits into that like role with like Buzzwole and Incineroar, you know, very manly, very masculine. But the issue is that like it just got an ugly face, man. And I mean, you can make the same argument for Buzzwole, but like man's barely has a face to be ugly in the first place, and he's way more jacked. You know, Machamp has that weird fetish side to him. He's got an extra pair of arms. He could be doing shit with those. But I think he's like definitely C tier. Yeah. Gothitelle. This is an interesting one. This is like the, I don't know, the big titty goth girlfriend, right? C tier. For sure. Because it's not like the best looking Pokemon. But like, it's got some of those tropes. You know, like I personally am a big fan of women with like crazy color hair or like the goth look. Like I think that shit's really hot. So I would almost put it in B tier. You know what? I'm going to put it in B tier. I'm going to give it a little bit of respect. That's definitely a controversial placement, but I'm going to stand by my play. Blaziken. So, dude, here's the thing, right? Obviously, I'm no stranger to, like, Rule 34 side of Pokemon and shit. I've just never seen the appeal of Blaziken. I don't get it. I mean, if people like it because it's anthro-looking or, like, human-looking, sure. I just don't see it. I've never seen it. Like, for the most part, I feel bad looking at any Pokemon sexually because it like fucks with my childhood. But if I had to, for the sake of the video, I just still couldn't see it. I still can't see it with Blaziken. I just don't get it. I'll put it at the king of C, and I feel like that's gonna cause a lot of hate, but that's just truly how I feel. Melodic, literally the beautiful Pokemon. B tier, free. See, I feel Ditto. Ditto's a weird one, right? Because Ditto could be anything. So wouldn't you have to place it high? I guess if you were just looking at it as like Ditto itself's not very good looking, but Ditto has potential. So I think we're gonna make Ditto be like a B tier. Ditto seems like a solid B tier to me, right? Great potential, but otherwise just kind of like whack. So it kind of evens out. I'll put it behind Gothel. Let's see. This is tough, man. There's a lot of Pokemon. Magikarp, no. Let's go with Mewtwo. Again, this is one of those cases of I just don't see it, but I'm sure other people do. I mean, it's cat-like. You know, people like their cat anime girls. We'll put it in B tier. We'll put Mew in B tier as well, I feel. Yeah. A lot of, like, weird psychic types in B and C tier. Lanoon. You know, truth, I just don't see it, man. E tier. I can't. No. No. Pheromosa. Dude, not gonna lie. Pretty good looking Pokemon, man. It just got like that very feminine look to it. Like, that might be an S tier. I'm gonna put it in A+ tier. Let's get some easy S's out of the way. Lopunny, free. Where is Gardevoir? I know it's in here. There it is. All right. It's also a free S tier. Sorry. I mean, these two are like timeless. Floatzel. You know, I haven't given too much thought to Floatzel. It's all right. It's all right. I'm sure it's somebody's. I would put it in either A or B tier, honestly. We'll put it in the B tier. We'll put it like the top of B tier for now. Jinx, dude, Jinx is weird, man. I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, she's got like that voluptuous look to her, but like the face is kind of weird. She's got like spaghetti hair. Not a big fan of that. C tier. Deoxys. All right, Deoxys is again one of those strange tropes. You know, it's the fucking tentacle hentai thing. But like the thing about Deoxys is that like it shows no emotion. There's no emotion in that face. It's just stagnant. And I feel like that would just kind of kill the vibe, you know? We'll put it very low C tier. I would put Jinx over it. I mean, at least Jinx could like kiss you, dude. I don't know. Deoxys, whack. Weavile. So, not one of mine. I mean, it is one of my favorite Pokemon, but not like that. But I know it's, you know, notorious for this kind of stuff. Top A+. Zoroark. Kind of same thing as Weavile, honestly. We'll put it in A tier. Lucario, also some like furry bait shit. Could even be S. I don't know. It's hard to say. We'll keep it in A. Keep it honest. Hitmonlee. I mean, man's all legs. And if you're a fan of legs, well, then you're a fan of Hitmonlee. But that's really about it. So we'll make this C tier. Same thing for Hitmonchan. He uses all arm game. You know what, though? Hold on. Hitmonchan got some fisting potential. We'll put him in B tier.
Bruh.
Roserade. Solid Pokemon. Competitively. And aesthetically. It's a beautiful Pokemon. I think that's a, I think that's an A+. You can make a case for S. We don't really have too many S's. A tier looks kind of empty, too. Mienshao. Interesting mon. It's got, like, no arms, though. I just don't know how you could, like, see this thing like that. B tier. It's got some furry potential, so B tier. For sure, for sure. Meowth, F tier. No, stop. Persian, we'll put it in E tier. Kind of same reasoning. I just don't get it, man. Furret, cute. Furret really cute. But I couldn't see it that way. So, like, we'll make it D tier. Why are there so many Pikachus? Pikachu Libre is the girl one, right? Yeah, because it's got the tail. Libre definitely better than regular Pikachu, so we'll make it D tier. Absol. So this is an interesting one. I guess I would say A tier. Honestly, it kind of it kind of falls in line with like these guys, you know. Just a really cool looking Pokemon. I don't know if I'd say it's hot, but it's definitely not like ugly. We'll make it A tier, I guess. Greninja. So this is one of those ones that like everybody nuts about, but I just don't see it either. It's kind of like it's like the Blaziken effect for me. But I guess I gotta put respect. I gotta put respect on respect. Plus, it's got that long tongue. A tier. This is getting dirty. I don't want to rank a lot of these guys. Okay, let's get Garchomp done. Garchomp, very masculine, very cool. It's a dragon though. It's kind of interesting, man. B tier, but not better than Miltank. No way. Ninetales, interesting. Ninetales, you know, it's fire type. It's kind of hot. It's kind of hot. Not gonna lie. It's also just kind of hot, you know, like the other 5. Okay, we're gonna put it in A tier. And Meloetta is such a free, like, it's so easy to anther this thing, make it look bigger. The thing that is off-putting to me about Meloetta is like you look up its actual size and it's like, bruh, how could you? But then it's like art can change that, you know? Or maybe you don't know. Maybe it's a good thing you don't know. A tier for sure. I think we're gonna put it above Nidoqueen. Maybe I might have given Nidoqueen a little bit too much credit, but it definitely deserves A tier, you know? I stand by my reasoning. Salazzle. This is one of the S tiers, for sure. It can only be female. It's beautiful. It's kind of like, it's kind of weird, but it's kind of hot, I think. I don't know. I definitely feel like it's an S tier. I feel like if it wasn't up there, video would get like 12 dislikes, as opposed to like 10 for this, you know, being the video that it is. Ninetales Alola. I feel like that also belongs in A tier. I mean, it's just Ninetales, but different. Might even be A+. I don't know. We'll keep it in A for now. Lapras, I just don't see it. It's weird, dude. It's weird. We'll put it in D tier. We'll make it the queen or king of D tier. I don't know. Reshiram. Now, Reshiram, kind of the same situation we got with these guys, right? But, you know, a certain individual, just an RPG, would probably be coming for my head if I didn't put some respect on this thing. So we'll say Reshiram's like C tier. Passimian, that's an interesting one, man. So like, I mean, it's a monkey. We evolved from monkeys, you know? I mean, it's not too out there. I mean, it's out there, but it's not too out there, you know? It's kind of shripped. Got some big forearms, you know? It's probably a B tier, man. Probably a B tier for sure. Mawile, so like, Mawile feels like a wrong Pokemon to rank. But it probably gives some crazy schloppy, so it's gotta be C tier. Gallade. Yeah, I don't, there's really nothing that like stands out to me about Gallade, but it's not bad looking. It's just that dude, you know? He's like the white knight for Gardevoir, I guess. So definitely B tier. Yeah. Goodra. Okay, so Goodra is one of those ones that I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, Dickums, they go crazy over it. Again, I don't see it. Just because it's so weird, man. I don't know. It's so glop. Glop is weird, you know? I don't want to overcrowd the B tier. Tell you what, we'll make some adjustments. We're gonna... No, I think it's fine in B tier. I think... Yeah, I think it's fine in B tier. For sure. Miss Magius. So Miss Magius is actually like... It'd probably be in a top 20 favorite Pokemon for me. It's quite nice looking. A tier, for sure. We got Decidueye. So like, I know Decidueye is popular in that culture, but I just don't get it. Like, it's weird, dude. I just can't see birds like that. Like, birds are just too different, you know? Or maybe I don't know. We'll put it in A tier. I'm sure somebody sees something in it. Lorantis, kind of weird, man. It's got the long pants. It's kind of strange, but it's better looking than some of these dudes. So we'll make it a solid contender in the C tier. We'll put it at the top. For sure. Florges. All right, so I didn't think anything of Florges until literally just 2 seconds ago when I looked at this. What is this shape? Why does it have... Why are the hips doing that? Now I see why this Pokemon's on the list. It's gonna be a C tier contender for sure. LMAO. Feels wrong, man. Feels wrong. It's a cat though. It's got the cat thing going for it, right? D tier. Perugly, just thick cat. Could be somebody's, man. Could be somebody's. I feel like it also belongs in D tier. Although I am a fan of Chonk, so C tier for sure. Delcatty has no Chonk. Delcatty sucks. E tier. Behind Lanoon. Okay, that's too much. That looks right. I noticed that I've saved a particular roster of Pokemon for last. I don't know if that was intentional, but I'm going to stick to it. Liepard, way better than these cats, right? Way hotter. Way hotter than that, dude. Could even be a C tier, honestly. Those eyes? Those eyes, bro. Those eyes, they'd be different. Top of C tier. Liepard. Lioness, that's interesting. I've never looked at this Pokemon like that, but I feel like it's gotta be a B tier, or maybe a C. Probably a B, dude. Yeah. That's better than Ditto. Ditto should be in the back. So we got Superior. Superior's kind of whack, not gonna lie. It's just long. I mean, if you're into that coil fetish or whatever, it's probably for you. Put it in A tier. We'll put it in B, actually. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna make an executive change here. I'm gonna put Superior in A, and I'm gonna put Decidueye in B. Don't at me. Cordio. Again, with birds, I just don't see it, dude. D tier. I just, no. Like, what? I don't, I mean, you know what? I haven't seen any art, so what do I know? It'd be dancing. I don't think that means that. You know what? There's a pom-pom form. It's like the cheerleader trope, you know? Come on. It's got to be at least a C tier. All right, we're down to the Eeveelutions. And the reason I've saved these is because this is where all of the people will go crazy and will be creating wars over my placements of them. So, all right, let's get the easy one out of the way, right? Vaporeon. All right, anybody who knows the copy pasta knows that Vaporeon is the ideal mate of the Eeveelutions. That's a free S tier. What's good? Glaceon. I know a dude who's a big fan of Glaceon and once made his smash tag about Glaceon cheeks. Had never been on that wave before he said anything about it. We'll put Glaceon in A tier. Let's see, this is tough now. I think that Sylveon probably belongs higher up here, like B or A tier. It's got that cute factor going for it, you know? Probably gonna be like, I think it has to be A tier. Eevee, so Eevee's weird because it's like the youngest one. I don't know. I feel bad. It's definitely cute though. Top of C tier. Espeon. So it's got the cat aesthetic going for it, so it automatically gets points. Top of B tier. Free. Flareon. So Flareon is a fire type. That's gotta give it points, right? Also, I just think Flareon... I gotta watch what I say. Flareon probably one of the better looking ones. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, dude. I think it's an A tier. Or top of B. I'm gonna put it in A tier. I'm also gonna change around some of the orders here. Perfect. Okay. Jolteon. I just don't see it. It's kind of whack. I mean, it's, you know, it's got the furry edge going for it. So it's got to be B tier, right? Like minimum. We'll lump it in with we'll put it in front of Pyroar. Yeah. So Leafeon's interesting because this whole thing is interesting, and where do you even put this, man? Where do you even put this? Leafeon definitely one of the cutest ones. One of the cutest evolutions for sure. It'd be easy to throw it in A or B, but I feel like you could put it in A tier. You could make a case for it. I'm gonna do that. And then Umbreon. People, like, so many people's favorite Pokemon is Umbreon. So I gotta put some respect on his name. It's gotta be fucking A+. So let's review this. I think this is... Well, okay, the ones we really need to review are the... Okay. We'll put Lugia in E. Rayquaza, I still don't know. Eternatus, I still don't know. Yeah, I don't know about those guys. But I want to say this is our final tier list. Actually, I'm going to make one... I'm going to make 2 adjustments. I'm going to put Serena in S tier. And I'm going to put... Cinderace in S tier. I like that. Yeah. So I think this is our list. So we'll do a quick glance over of this. These are the hottest Pokemon ranked, everybody. Yeah, I really don't see how you can argue against this. I think this is objectively correct. And if you disagree, you probably want to find another channel. So that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I can't quite say that I did, but you know what, man? Some of these Pokemon kind of hot. No lie. That's it. Bye.